Alright, in this tutorial we're going to cover the lasso tool. Now on the left side of the panel there are three options of the lasso tool. There's the lasso tool, the polygonal lasso tool, and the magnetic lasso tool. Now with the lasso tool, you are able to select an area freehand by just drawing over the selected area and then holding up on the mouse key, and now you have your area selected. Now with the area selected, you can manipulate it any way you want to. Few options that you could do it is if you go to edit menu and go to transform, you can rotate it clockwise or scale it or skew it in any way. Now I'm going to hit Ctrl+Z to bring it back together, and now I'm going to choose another option to manipulate it by using the blur option under the fill menu and going to Gaussian blur. And as you see here, the selected area is more blurrier than the rest of the picture. And another option I can do to manipulate the selected area is by filling the color with the foreground color. And the way you do that is you hit Alt and Backspace at the same time, and I filled in the color. Now let me hit Ctrl+Z and then Ctrl+D to deselect the selected area. Now with the polygon lasso tool, you're able to select an area as well, but you do it by clicking, continuously clicking throughout the area to where you want the area to be selected, or where you want the object or a certain area to be selected, and you select it like that. Another way you can select it is if you first initialize it by just clicking on this specific area, and you can drag the path wherever you want and angle it wherever you want. And if you're satisfied with the angle and the path that you stretched it to, all you have to do is click again, and then you can continuously click around the area that you want selected. And if you hold Control, there will be a circle that pops up at the bottom right of the magnetic lasso tool icon, and that means that you will be able to connect the start and end point together once you click the mouse again. And as you see here, you were able to do that. Now, with the magnetic lasso tool, I don't know, I think I said magnetic lasso tool on accident when I was talking about the polygonal lasso tool. So the previous lasso tool I was doing was the polygonal lasso tool, not magnetic lasso tool. In any case, the difference between the magnetic lasso tool compared to all the others is the fact that you are able to do more precision selection, because the magnetic lasso tool has the edge detection type of ability to detect the edges within the picture or layer. So as you see here, all I'm doing is tracing around the selected area I want to be selected, which is the person within the picture, and the magnetic lasso tool automatically snaps to the edges surrounding this person. Now I can click on the button to add a point within the magnetic lasso tool, so I can technically do it manually as well. As you see here, I'm clicking on certain areas, but at the same time, with the magnetic lasso tool, you don't have to. Majority of the time, it will snap to the area that needs to be selected. And one more other type of option I want to cover is backspace. As you see here, there is some weird stuff that's happening on the top of the object. If I hit backspace, I continue to hit backspace again, I can realign it, and I can manually click on the areas I want to happen. So I'll just keep clicking on these areas like this so I can cover it better. And now I can continue to just trace around the object I want it to be manipulated. I'm not gonna trace around the whole object, so I'm just going to hold down Control so it can finally end. And now within this select area, I can manipulate it either way, and I'm just going to go back and try to fill in the selected area with the foreground tool, and I'm going to hold down Alt and Backspace again. As you see here, it has been manipulated and it has been filled with the foreground color. So that's all there is to the not the magnetic lasso tool, but the lasso tool altogether.